What's going on, pop culture fam? It's your boy Jay Rue
KungFu.
and we coming at you live from the Lone Star State here in the ATX. When it gets below 30, we shut down, baby. That's how we do it. And it was
Yeah.
overreaction, but at the same time, we did have
Big,
snow. We did have Snowmageddon 2 years ago. So
big overreaction.
yeah.
HEB proved that for the last couple of days.
Oh, dude. Yeah. We went to HEB like last Friday, and it was like a madhouse circus in there. You would have
Yeah,
thought
it
it was
was.
the end of the world.
It
And
looked like COVID during the COVID days.
oh,
The
geez, yeah.
beginning of COVID.
So yeah, we shut down. Well, you know what? I didn't have water yesterday. I had to take the day off. Yeah,
Really?
I was like really freaking out. I thought my pipes had busted. I didn't have any water in the house. I didn't have like leakage wise. I didn't have any leakage outside. So I was like, what the hell's going on? And then, like by like 8 o'clock, we had like cold water, but no hot water. And so, like, dude, I had to be a plumber yesterday. Like, I learned some shit that I didn't even fucking like know. I'm not a plumber. Like, I don't know
You
anything
went
about
on
that.
you went on YouTube, didn't you? You went on YouTube
Dude,
and
I learned how to flush pipes. I learned how to fucking do everything. And then by
had
like 4 o'clock, dude, we had the showers. I was like, in the hot water back. I was like, oh my God. It was very stressful yesterday. But, uh,
hashtag that life. That
dude, because I was
that
not about to pay for no plumber to come out, boy, because you already know they're gonna be charging a grip just to come out for
right.
whatever,
And
So,
if you guys don't know, HEB is is our grocery store, the greatest grocery
yep,
store. And also too, Happy New Year. First new episode of
that's right. First
2024.
first episode of 2024, and we're gonna take this episode to close out 2023. It's kind of weird to say that.
Man, I should have been more festive, more award ceremony prepared.
Dude, you know what? And birthdays, New Year, birthdays. Both of us had birthdays this month.
Mine's not here yet. Mine's next week.
Well, but it's this month.
Yeah, this month.
Getting there. So
Getting
you
there.
know,
Had to get a fresh cut.
I
Had to
see that you got
cut.
the fresh cut.
Had,
How come you didn't get no Spider-Man design in there?
nah. Christina would not like that at all. My wife would not like that bullshit at all.
Oh man, but it looks good on you. It looks good. I'm happy for you.
Dude, my daughter, she hates this haircut.
Really?
Oh, bro, she hates this haircut so much. Like she does not like this haircut. She was almost when I sent her a picture of me getting my haircut, and I sent her the picture of my hair on the floor. She was almost in tears. It was so bad. She does not like this haircut on me.
And I could just imagine because your daughter is such a sweetheart.
Yeah, and she likes curly hair, so she was like, "Why'd you do it? Like, what's going on? I don't get it." I told her I'm trying to grow it out even to be curly. My hair grows fast, so just give it some time. And she was just like, she was not having it.
She wasn't having it, was she? That's too funny.
I just know the man she marries is going to have curly hair. He's gonna be a mixed breed or something, or Hispanic or something, or Puerto Rican. He's gonna have that curly hair because she does not like a normal haircut.
Well, hey, she might change. She's still young.
No, I don't think so. She's a Gemini. No.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know anything about horoscopes. I'm just agreeing with you because I don't know what a Gemini. I don't know what any of that stuff.
Gemini's. Christina's a Gemini, so she's stuck in her ways of certain things.
Ah, okay.
So yeah,
that makes sense.
If you know how Christina is, my daughter is completely 100% the same way. The exact same way.
I do know how Christina is.
Yes. So my daughter's the exact same way.
That's too funny.
So it is what it is.
Well, that's a little update from us in our personal lives. I've been busy. We've both been busy.
Yes,
you got
sir.
dreaded day jobs. I got my baby on the way. A couple of months left. Actually, 2 months left.
I'm excited.
March.
What's the baby shower? What's the baby shower?
The 25th of February. February 25th.
Am I gonna be in town? I should be in town.
No, it's gonna be in Manor.
Okay, because for February 18th to that following Thursday, I'm gonna be in Vegas. Me and Christine gonna be in Vegas.
Oh, that's right. I remember you saying that.
Yeah, you're gonna be in Vegas. So yeah, so that's a Saturday, right? You talking about, is that
It's a
Saturday?
Sunday. It's a Sunday.
Sunday? Okay. Well, let me know. I could bring a baby shower gift
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
for sure.
And so, like we said, man, with this show, what we're gonna do, we're gonna close out 2023. We're gonna give. I don't even know what to call our awards. I just call them the.
I'll say it's the Let's
Let's brainstorm this real quick. It's the. I'm gonna call this the Geiger meter awards for radioactivity. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just our award show.
It's or let me see, the toxicity, blah blah.
Toxicity.
Yes, the toxicity awards.
There you go. I could deal with that. I like that. Okay, here we go. So, the Radioactive Pop Culture Podcast proudly brings to you the Toxicity Awards, and it has nothing to do with toxicity. Oh man, I like that. It actually kind of rolls off the tongue a little bit. But we I came up with some categories.
And then after when we announce them, I guess we could say, like, we'll see, and the winner of the who's the here? I'm trying to think how to put it.
And the winner of the Toxie Award goes to.
The winner, the toxic winner is the toxic winner. The toxic winner is.
I like that. We'll go with that.
Be like some Dave Chappelle, that player haters ball. Ooh, you're just so toxic. Ooh, you bunch of haters.
Oh man, that's too funny. Yeah, we're gonna roll with that tonight, guys.
Yeah,
so if you haven't prepared yourself, get ready because it's gonna be a show.
Yes.
But again, I made some categories. I wanted to be a little bit different than what most people do in this type of award season. Cinematography, things like that. I just kind of wanted to break it down a little bit, get more in like just the stuff that I know me and KungFu like. So we got a couple of categories, and I'll explain the categories. I'll give you guys our nominees, and then we'll both say our winners, because each of us have different winners in some of these categories. So, it's just meant to be fun. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Toxicity Awards, hosted by your boys, J. Rue and KungFu, at the Radioactive Pop Culture Podcast. All right. Hopefully, it will be better than. Well, you know what? Okay, we're gonna pause this. We'll be much better next year. But I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna say this. I watched the Golden Globes, and a lot of people did not like Joe Coy. I thought he did great under the circumstances that he had 10 days.
I thought it was funny that when it kind of sucked that he threw the writers under the bus, but he did say he told everybody, hey, the jokes I wrote, y'all laughed at my jokes. That was funny, but little shade.
But you know what? It is a little shade, but it's like I said, man, it's like we had this strike and it was all about the writers and this, that, and the other. But, again, some of the shit that they write is exactly what I just said. Shit.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show you that a lot of people really don't understand that in these award shows, like it's like a month's long worth of prep for the person that's going to host the show, to work with the writers, to make sure that it's going to be funny, to make sure that their stuff's going to be funny, to make sure it's going to mesh with what the producers of the show have in mind. And it just also goes to show you the politics behind it, because again, it's like he said, hey, the stuff that you guys laughed at, that was my stuff. The stuff you guys didn't laugh at, that's the writer stuff. And that, I think, really opened an eye and has opened up a lot of dialogue on a lot of these things. The other thing I want to bring up is, you know what? I'm so tired of Taylor Swift and the Swifties. That joke that Joe Coy said was not like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. And the hate that man got. And I was just like, are you serious? All he said is they're not cutting to Taylor Swift at the game today because she's here. Like that was literally the joke. And it was funny because somebody else brought it up at work, and they're like, "Well, I just started watching football because I'm a Swiftie and I really enjoy football." Okay,
Yeah.
great. That's awesome. Congratulations. You found a new passion that you might stick with, and I'm glad Taylor Swift can do that for you. But at the same time, get some thick skin and roll. That one should have just been a fly on the face where you just brush it off and just go with it. I don't think that was any harsh shade whatsoever. And I know I'm going off on a tangent, but
Oh yeah,
it but
and I,
it
I
wasn't that bad because
and
because
I
I
know.
said it like this at work too. Hold on, before I let you, I don't
Okay,
mean to
okay.
cut you off,
Oh no, you
but
good.
I wanted to say this one last thing because I said it at work. I
Okay.
said because had it been Ricky Gervais again,
Mm,
it would have been a complete murder scene, scorched earth, like no holds barred. And, you know, I think then, and maybe not even then, when you have a comedian hosting, you just got to go in prepared to get roasted a little bit. And, and I think really it speaks to like, pretty much everybody knows who Joe Coy is as a
hmm.
comedian. And he's sold out shows and he does all this. He's done a couple movies here and there, but he's not Ricky Gervais famous in the fact that everybody knows who he is in that place and time. There
Yeah,
was a lot of people in there that were very like had their hands crossed, looking at him like, "Who the fuck is this guy?"
yeah. A lot of people know who he
And
was. Yeah.
yeah, so I think that puts up a level of defense, and I think that's probably what Taylor did. And then maybe she wasn't that offended by it, and she was just playing around and make the face. But again, she also has to understand that like, hey, you control the Swifties, so you need to say, "Hey, I was just playing along with a joke. You don't need to just try to destroy this man's career. Like
Yeah,
that's just ridiculous." So that's my 2 cents.
yeah. And I'm going to say because I know since you saw it, you, you saw a certain person there, right? I know you saw her. Come on now.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, did you see the Emmys? Oh, I get it. I get it. I totally get it. I get it. I, I watched the Emmys. I was like, yep. Damn it. I point proven. Sure
Yep.
enough. When I watched the Emmys, I'm like, oh my Lord. Okay, I got you. Okay. Enough said.
All right,
Did you
moving
watch
along.
Did you watch the Emmys?
I watched a little bit of it. You know what? To me, I okay. Here's why I only watched a little bit of it because they played it after they released the winners
Yeah, but yeah, they're not
because
so.
they recorded it and
Yeah,
played it
because
later. Like that
because
to
I
me was
think
dumb. Like I don't know why they thought to do
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Um,
See,
so I
I
you
saw
know
clips. I saw clips. What I thought about it was, yeah, she knew who the winners was, but there was stuff was like seeing the when they brought the cast of Martin out with the actual stage.
yeah, that was
That was
cool.
cool. I always love Cheers. I've always loved
Yeah.
Cheers. Don't know why. I just love Cheers. That was cool. And seeing a few of the original Grey's Anatomy actors, like the original ones, that was there from the
Yeah.
very beginning. That was cool to see too, because a lot of them was on bad terms. A
Oh.
few of them with each other, and that
Mm-hmm.
kind. But it was cool to see them back. But yeah, seeing Martin and Cheers when they had the cast and everything, and Martin, they had the picture of Tommy on the table. That was
Yeah.
cool. Nothing like that. That was actually pretty cool to see. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then seeing, of course, Mr. Daddy Pedro Pascal, his comment about Kieran.
Oh yeah, dude, that was funny. Dude, that was
Oh, like
good. And also,
when they cut to his face, was like that shit was hilarious to me. I thought that was so funny. I guess now they have a little banter now between the
yeah.
award shows, which is hilarious.
And then also too with uh homeboy from episode 3 of The Last of Us winning that award, and his speech was really good. Was really, really good. Um what's his name? The guy from Parks and Rec.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're
Uh
talking about.
you know what I'm talking about. I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
Good
yeah, yeah.
grief. Yeah. But but yeah,
I
that
got
was
you.
also nice to see too. So yeah.
And
All right.
damn, Beef killed it. Oh my god, the Bear, bro, the Bear is cleaning up award shows now,
Which is crazy
dude.
because I have it on my list of stuff to watch on Hulu, but I just haven't done it yet. And
Dude, Jeremy Allen White and Ao, and even the other guy, they are taking every award now. Like,
yeah,
good lord,
so
that's that's, that's
I'll
great
have
for
to
them.
buckle down and watch it and see what all the hype is. Um, because even our my boss, your old boss Ed, like loves that show. Like
Yeah,
he thinks it's like you know sliced bread.
bro,
So
I need to watch the session. I need to get
that's the other one I need to watch. I've never seen a single episode of that. Apparently, that's like Garden of Eden good. Like I don't know,
yeah,
it's just crazy.
yeah. And did you see Better Call Saul got nominated for 50 some plus awards, did not win one. 1-0.
50 something in the span of the show, right? Not
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah,
just
yeah.
this season, but
Yeah,
yeah,
fan of the show.
yeah,
Never
dude, which
won
is
the Emmy.
wild, bro. Because I would have thought at least like it would have been his time. It's the last season. Like, come on, like. But no, dude, I was just like, that's crazy. But that also too stems to the fact of like how much quality TV is on right now. Well, what they say is quality TV, right? Because to each
Hmm.
their own. Some people may love the Bears. Some people probably don't fucking like it. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever. So neither here nor there. But
Yes, sir.
but let's move along. Let's get into
That's
the show. Oh,
that's that, that's our monologue for the award show. Talk about other award shows.
there you go.
That's our monologue.
Awesome. All right. So, like I said, I have different kind of categories uh, than what that most people are normally used to. So we're going to start things off with some positivity. Okay,
That's good.
tonight's
Okay.
first category is the biggest surprise award,
Hmm.
and basically what this stems down to is these are surprises that either had little interest for us, no interest at all for us, um, or we're just like, it's probably gonna be meh, and then you watch it, you're like, oh crap, that was actually like really good, and it's all medium, so it could have been TV, could have been movies, it could have been whatever. So, um, in that category, the nominees that we had were Dashing Through the Snow. I don't know if you had a chance to watch that one, but I watched
Mm-mm.
it. It's on Disney Plus. It's
Okay.
actually pretty damn good for a Christmas movie. Rebel Moon, and I know I might be on the fence about that. Renfield, we
Okay.
talked about that one quite a bit.
Hmm.
No One Will Save You, which
Okay.
was a horror movie on Hulu. Blue Beetle,
Hmm.
the Super Mario Brothers movie,
Hmm.
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves,
Hmm.
and Evil Dead Rise.
Okay.
Now, I know I'm probably on the fence with Rebel Moon, but I actually enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. There were some parts where I felt it kind of dragged a little bit. But what I'm curious to see it or to know is why Netflix didn't want to release the rated R version. Um, that apparently is what the pre-screeners and reviewers got,
Hmm.
and they said was a much better movie. So I'm interested to see like what the whole deal is behind that. Like, who made that last minute decision to not release that version? I mean, because the minute it dropped, like the next day, Scott, what's his name? Scott Snyder? Scott Snyder? No,
Zack Snyder.
Zack Snyder. Scott Snyder. Oh my God, that's a writer for DC and comic books. Zack Snyder was like, "Hey, this isn't the original version. We have a rated R version that's going to come out later." And I'm just like, "What?" Which is kind of weird. What about you, man? What kind of comments you got for that? Uh,
Pretty good nominees. So I don't. I've seen a couple of those. I haven't seen. Like, I probably saw maybe half of those, and half I didn't see. So,
yeah,
when it comes to, for me, I kind of just have. I didn't have a selection. I just have from certain shows and watching ones that just kind of hit me a certain way. So it's like, here's my winner for that particular one. So,
okay.
but
Okay. Well, let's start off with you. What was your winner for biggest surprise?
so my biggest surprise is and the toxic award goes to Dungeons and Dragons.
Ooh, okay.
When my 10-year-old walks out the movie and tells me, my 10-year-old tells me, Daddy, that movie was really good. I'm like, girl, you are not lying. I'm with you. And she don't dissect movies like that. She just likes it for entertainment. And when she was shocked, that's how I know a movie is a surprise is how good it is. Because from the trailers, when I first saw the trailers, I'm like, this movie looks stupid as hell. I did not want to. I don't want to see this crap. And then I was like, let's go just see it. That was like, holy shit, that movie was way better than I thought it was ever going to be. And
Right.
and like I said, she confirmed it. She literally walked out and said, "Daddy, that movie was good." That movie, she was surprised. When she surprised, I was surprised with her. We both in the same boat, and that's kind of rare.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No. And although Dungeons and Dragons was not my winner, actually, I had a tie. Um,
mhm.
but I agree because when I watched it and we talked about it, I think I watched it after you, but
Yeah.
it was really good. The story was good. The action beats were really good, which we'll come to later. Um, the besides the budget, the CGI looked pretty good, and a lot of that stuff, and some of the CGI was like in the day, like during day shots, so which
Mhm.
is kind of like when you want to hide crappy CGI, you usually do like stuff at night.
Night. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good. Like there were some, but you could tell like there were some shots like when they got into the like the whole labyrinth game, you could tell
Yeah.
like the crowd and the audience was like really bad CGI green screen,
It was green screen. Yeah. Yeah.
right? But the labyrinth part looked really good, and you're like, oh man, like and like the creatures look good, like and there was just a lot of like little surprises here and there that made it like really really good. I still like that whole like I have it down in another category, which I probably shouldn't talk about it now. But there was one
Mhm.
scene I was just like, "What? What the hell?" So yeah, but as far as on my side,
Mhm.
the Toxic Award goes to, like I said, it's a tie, and it's going to go to Blue Beetle and the
Okay.
Super Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
Now, Blue Beetle was a surprise because everybody knew what the running gag was for DC movies,
Yes.
and it turned out to be probably one of the best DC movies. Um, criticized, by the critics awards, the audience scores, and things of that nature. It was just like it was really good. I loved it. To me,
Mhm.
what makes a movie good is when the main character is really good, but the side characters steal the show. Like George
Yeah.
Lopez stole that movie in like 85% of the time. The family stole the show in some of the
Yes.
scenes. The
The
grandmother
grandma.
stole the grandma
Yeah.
stole the show in some of her scenes. Like it was just a really good movie, and I liked that it held on to some of the mythos of the original DC, like the original Blue Beetle, right? So like he was
Mhm.
like that was his daughter, and there's the company, and they're looking for the scarab, and you're like, oh, is he gone? And then at the very end, the little zinger was, I'm alive, blah blah blah, come and find me. Um, and then also too, I mean, I can't say enough about the representation in that movie for the Latino
Of
culture and
course. Of
things.
course.
So that was also a really huge surprise because I was not expecting some of the music to be in that movie. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting some of the lingo to be in that movie. I wasn't expecting the Latino family culture to be in that movie. So it was a huge surprise for me to have that representation in the movie. Because a lot of times it just gets kind of panderized,
Mhm.
in the Latino culture. And, but it was really good. And it was also a really good, um, it was also a really good movie. So I enjoyed it. And then Super Mario Brothers, man, like it was a big surprise because there was a lot of controversy with Chris Pratt voicing Mario,
Yeah.
and the storyline. Like, is it gonna be good? This is Nintendo's first, like,
See, I already knew it was gonna be a hit. Like I already knew this is Super Mario Brothers. Like
yeah.
everyone knows Mario.
Well,
Everyone loves Mario. So
it could have been a hit dollar wise, but not. movie wise,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a hit both because you had Peaches being nominated for a Golden Globe, and I don't know if it was nominated for an Emmy, but I think it could have been. It might have been, but it still could also be nominated for an Oscar. Like the movie was good. It was just the storyline was pretty good. Could it have been a little bit longer to flesh out some more stuff? I think it could have because it would played it safe at about an hour and or like right at 90 minutes, an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, hell, the success of it is now, Nintendo's moving forward with a live action Zelda, which to me, if I think that has me worried. That definitely has me worried
Oh
because
yeah.
I really do think they should have just kept with the animation. Just keep it animated because you could do so much more. You can have the characters look the way they look. They don't have to look
Yeah.
funny on camera. The CGI can just, it just is what it is when it comes to CGI and on film. And it can look really bad. Like, unless Nintendo and Universal is going to spend Lord of the Rings budget, like, how are they going
I
to make it
think
look?
I think they should have did. I think the next one should deal with the Metroid. I
Yeah,
think Metroid.
see, oh,
I think Met.
like
I think.
Nintendo's got
I
so many
think.
properties right now that
I
they
think they
could they
should.
could do.
Yeah, I think they should did Metroid, and not just that. For Metroid, if they could have possibly way keep the main actress that'll play Metroid, try to keep it hidden from the public.
Mm-hmm.
If they
Do
could
you
do
like the original
Metroid
game?
and keep who the actress is that'll play Metroid,
Yeah,
like
who's playing Samus? Yeah,
yes, like don't like you won't find out until you watch the movie who the main actress is.
dude, I remember being like a young buck playing Metroid for the first time, and then when me
Hmm.
and my brother beat it, and then that last shot is Samus standing on top of the mountain and takes the helmet off, and you're like, oh shit, it's a fucking girl. Like that was wild. Like, cause you didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. You just thought it was like a character you were playing, right? You were playing Samus
Yeah,
as bounty hunter, and automatically, you're thinking it's a guy, right? Because all bounty hunters, and it was the
of
'80s. Like
course.
everything was men, and then to
Hmm.
find out that it was a chick, a girl, a lady, a woman, like that was like pretty crazy at that time. But she stood the test of time. Like, how many Metroid games do we have and that are good, like still good to this day? So yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. All right,
All right,
so
let's go to the next one.
moving along, okay. And we're not going to get to the bad stuff yet, but this is just like what I like to call the meh, the meh award. It was just meh. It
Yeah.
was something that was hyped, and then you watch it, it was meh. Or hey, this movie's gonna suck, and then you watch, and you're like, it didn't suck. It was just, man, it was all right. So, the nominees here are Monarch on Apple TV Plus, Talk to Me,
Hmm.
Megan, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part One, and Scream Six.
Okay.
Uh, I'll go ahead and I know there's one on here that you added that's not on here, but that was your
Yeah.
winner. But I'll go first on this next one.
Okay.
So for me, it was Mission Impossible, man. I was really gun ho because I loved the last one so much
Fallout.
that, yeah, Fallout. Dude, this one was just so boring. The first hour and a half, like that was like almost a 3 hour movie, and the first hour and a
Yes.
half was atrociously boring. Like, boring, dude. It was, look, boring. It was so boring. It literally took an hour and a half before like the real action started. And then when it
Yeah.
did, it was just like quick and over and done with, and the next beat and the next beat. I'm hoping part two is like Fallout, to be honest. Like, it to me, it needs to be, because I know I was not on this. I'm not the only one that spoke that's on this same ship when it comes to this movie, because there was a lot of people that felt the exact same way, that this movie was not on the caliber of what Mission Impossible has been,
Hmm.
you know, and maybe because they split it into two parts. I mean, honestly, that's probably the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually liked it when I saw it in the movie theater, so
Yeah.
not too bad. So my toxic winner. Oh, and this is definitely a toxic winner. Five Nights at Freddy's. People, if you hear when you hear me on see me on YouTube, and you hear me in the podcast world, you know that movie was meh. The only people like that movie was people my kids' age and younger.
Yeah.
Adults that was like meh, like whatever. If you played the game, like my daughter loved it. My oldest daughter, she didn't like it because it kind of stayed slower to it, but it kind of didn't. My
Hmm.
son liked it, but like there the reason why that movie made so much money is because it came out close to Halloween, and a lot of the kids went to that go watch that movie wearing their favorite Five Nights at Freddy character costume,
Yeah. Yeah.
and the kids loved it because remember this movie this franchise is what 10 years old now, so
Something
it's
like
kind
that.
of
I don't know.
yeah
It just
so
wasn't
it
something
kind of
appealing to me, to be honest.
yeah the game of course the game is scary kind of deal, but the movie was and the best part they got two more coming out, so yeah, so it was okay. I'm like that when I did my review on it, like it was okay. Like meh,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah,
All
that's all I
right.
can say about that one. That's it for that. Man. Keep it going.
All right. All right. Next category is the best action scene slash sequence award.
Hmm.
And there was a lot this year. It was really hard to narrow it down to what I had it narrowed down to.
Yeah.
Um, but so I'll go ahead and I'll let you go. I'll let you go on this one.
So not for
Well,
sure. If,
before you do that, let me do the
okay.
nominees,
Okay. Yeah.
and then I'll let you
Okay.
share your winner. So speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, um, I have Zenk versus the Darless. That was the scene where Homeboy the Paladin fought those dudes in the underground chamber with all the gold where the dragon was.
Okay.
Dude, that scene was really good. Was really well choreographed. The camera angles and the sequence of it was just chef's kiss. Um, and then I also have Miles versus the Spider-Man in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Like
Okay.
that was pretty good.
Hmm.
We got the Guardians versus the mutated animals in the hallway. Guardians of the
Hmm.
Galaxy Volume 3. The jailbreak scene in Extraction 2. That
Okay.
20-minute long no cut action sequence.
Hmm.
We got the Dragon's Breath scene from John Wick Chapter 4. That was the top down where he had the shotgun scene. We also had the stairway scene on
Hmm.
John Wick Chapter 4. And then last but not least, the number 7 nominee was the No Diggity scene from TMNT. Was it Mutant Mayhem, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mutant Mayhem. So go ahead, man. So who's your winner out of that list?
So my toxic winner is to me the John Wick stair scene. People,
Yeah.
that shit to me, that's probably the best. That was my best action scene. Hey, when a man goes is getting his ass kicked and killing people going up the stairs, he gets to the top of the stairs and gets his ass kicked back down again just to go back up again, bro. And he's on a time limit, and he literally is. You can tell he's dying at the same time. So much shit is happening to John Wick at this point.
Yeah.
And then he had to pretty much phone a friend to come help him up the stairs. So it's like, damn, bro, like come on. It's like when you play a video game and you get to like the last boss and
Mm-hmm.
some shit like I will see like, bro, really, like you just keep my ass back to the first level or back down, whatever. Like, come
Yeah.
on, like yeah. So that's why I picked that scene, the John Wick stair scene.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm with you on the John Wick, but mine was the the dragon breath scene. If you don't know what dragon breath is a type of shotgun shell that when you load it into a shotgun and you pump it and you press the trigger, pull the trigger, excuse me, literally dragon's breath comes out the barrel. It's an incendiary type round, and that whole sequence where it started from front traditional camera angle, boom boom boom, and then you see it start to rise up, and it's a whole top down old school GTA style. Dude, that was pretty stellar. Like that was
Mhm.
probably one of the best. Well, for me, it was the best action sequence of the year, but probably one of the best action sequences of all time. Um, I mean, it was a sight to see. The fact that it was dark and the each shotgun blast like lit up the room, like it was just
It looked like an overview of like GoldenEye and Call of Duty and
yeah, for sure,
any kind of video game, RPG game out there kind of deal. So
dude. So I know that they keep saying they're gonna make it, which is the Metal Gear Solid game. They need to incorporate that because there's a lot of
oh yeah,
the
that'd be sick,
the majority of the game is like from a almost at a top down view angle, and that would look fucking sick to see Snake taking out a whole fucking room like that. Oh, dude, ah, hot as hell. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so the next category I think will probably make some people laugh, but I like to call it the WTF scene. It's a scene you're watching, and you're just like, the fuck did I just see? Yeah,
bro.
there was a few of those this year.
They had a
There,
whole bunch of those this year.
there was a bunch, and I
There was
narrowed them down to 5. Number 1, and if you haven't seen this movie yet, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you love horror movies, boy, is the first home invasion scene from No One Will Save You. Holy crap, does this have me scared to ever be abducted by aliens? Lord have mercy. Now I talked about this on a side table. I did not like this movie. I did not understand the hype. I don't understand the critics' remarks on this. But this is from Killers of the Flower Moon, and I did see this movie. There's a scene where a house explodes with people in it, and you're like, what the fuck? Yeah, yeah. Uh, Gen V episode 1. I like to call it the eggplant explosion.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, so you finally watched Gen Z? You finally watched it, huh?
there's a girl in there, one of the main characters, and
The
her
black the,
powers are,
the black
yeah,
girl.
she
Yeah.
can control blood,
Yes.
and she's
I heard
about to
about it.
be assaulted, and she makes homeboys explode.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Holy crap! So yeah, uh, next one for horror aficionados comes out of Evil Dead Rise, which is the cheese grater scene. There's this part where the
Ugh.
possessed mom grabs a cheese grater
Just even thinking
and
about
knocks
that.
down
Ugh.
her daughter, and she grabs the cheese grater and grades her daughter's leg. Uh, yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. And then last but not least, it to me just set the tone for what I was about to watch was the Flash saving the babies at the hospital. What the fuck? So yeah,
Oh
I know.
man.
Oh, but and you also had an addition to that, which
So
was
yes.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So okay. So okay, people. My winner
Your toxic,
and
your toxic award goes to.
my toxic winner. 'Cause this motherfucker was toxic. Not just toxic. Like what the fuck, toxic. It goes to the Meg 2. I'm gonna tell you what scene in Meg 2. So Jason Statham's a bad man. We all know this.
I'm Jason Statham. I get it done. I do what I do.
When there's a scene where a helicopter is shot down, it goes down, and he's like on like a little rock area, and he has a propeller from the helicopter with him. Not just that, one of the Megs is coming toward him. So Jason Statham thought it was like it's Jason Statham. He could do whatever you want in these movies. He
I
thought it
do
was
what
a
I
great.
do.
He could thought it was a great idea, and to take the propeller of the helicopter, prop it on the rock, and hold it. And so when the man came up toward him to bite him, he was able to lift the propeller up, and it literally landed and killed the Meg with the propeller while it's pretty much in the mouth. So the propeller is going up here, and he's just like pushing it and everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
I didn't know a human could kill a megalodon.
But it is Jason Statham.
That's true. I
I
do what
think
I do.
I
You give
think
me a shark,
I
I'll
think
make it my
Jason
best friend.
Statham is now on the level of Chuck Norris. I think
Dude,
he's on that level.
you know,
I really think like forget Chuck Norris. Hey, Jason Statham didn't get sick. The sickness called Jason Statham kind of
listen,
deal. I
listen,
think he's on that level now.
dude, Chuck Norris used to have a street named after him, but they had to take it down because nobody crosses Chuck Norris and lives.
Jason Statham is the same goddamn way. Bro, when I saw that, my wife, I was like, literally, what the fuck is going on with this? Like, he literally killed McDonald with a helicopter propeller, I mean, had the strength to lift it up and just like, I was like, wow, like, this is what we're doing? I was like, it is what it is. It's like it is what it is at this point. Jason Statham, so.
And my winner, my toxic award goes to the eggplant explosion of Gen V, and I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, which great segue. I want to talk about it. I mean, it kept you in tears.
Yeah. Because the next award the next award is for the tearjerker award. It's a tearjerker award.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if that
Yes.
happened to you, you have a tear or two in your eye,
That's
for
right.
sure. So you had nominated. I guess there's a scene in the Iron Claw, or probably the whole movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I'll let you talk about it here in a minute. But
Okay.
the nominees were the Iron Claw, the Bromance, and the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Okay.
Rocket's Friends Die, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Dies, Episode 1 of The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
And then, to me, this was my winner. I still get kind of emotional just thinking about it, which was the entire Episode 3, but primarily the last few scenes, which basically were the deaths of Frank and Bill on Episode 3 of The Last of Us. That was my winner.
Yeah.
I think I think you have a different winner, but I mean, to me, just to kind of go down that road, I think that probably is one of the best pieces of television or film that I've seen in a very long time. That was just like chef's kiss, man. I mean, all the way down from the writing to the cinematography to the actors to the music. I mean, hearing Linda Ronstadt's song in there. I mean, it was just, and then it was sad. It was beautiful and sad at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm getting ready to watch season 1 all over again, and I know as soon as I see that whole episode, I'm gonna be boohooing, bro.
Of course.
So that was my toxicity award. My toxic award goes to Episode 3, the deaths of Frank and Bill on The Last of Us.
So my toxic winner is the Iron Claw. And here's the reason why. So, people, if you have not saw this movie, it's about the wrestling family, the Von Erichs. Back in the late '70s, early '80s, based
Hmm.
from Dallas. So, as you, if you know the history of Von Erichs, they feel like they was cursed because something bad happened to all the brothers. They all died in various different ways. Suicide, appendix burst, what they say, like kind of deal. Just actually a few suicides.
Yeah.
I think electrocution kind of deal. They just feel like they've been cursed their entire lives, and a few of them know it. The living Devon Eric, is it Kevin? Yes, Kevin Von Erich is the only living brother left. So here's where my teardrops come to. I literally cried on two different scenes because it was just sentimental. The first scene I cried on is when Kerry Von Erich died. Kerry Von Erich was known as the Texas Tornado. I
Yeah.
thought he was awesome. I used to love Kerry Von Erich, Texas Tornado. So he died through a gunshot. I think to the chest at his family's house. Well, what the movie does, they kind of course add on to it. Um, Kevin is there. He hears a gunshot. He sees his brother dead by a tree. He picks him up, brings him to the house, and puts him on the coffee table. But before that happened, Kevin actually gets on his dad's face, and they kind of get in an argument, a fight in that kind of deal. And the dad tells Kevin, "Hey, it's your fault. Your brother died. He called you for help. He called you for this. It's your fault." The dad was
Mm.
vicious. He was ruthless, and
Mm.
so Kevin's there, and then that's when you see Carrie is leaving the house. He's wearing the outfit that he wore when he died, but and he wore a white see-through shirt. You could see the bullet wound that he had through the shirt, which is a great little notch. And it's nobody's there. Everybody's gone. It's quiet. He's walking. He's barefooted because he lost one of his feet early on in through a motorcycle accident,
Hmm.
and he goes just gets on a boat, and he's just at peace. No one's around, at peace. He sees two people at a dock. It's his two other brothers that died, and it was like brother. It's like brother, 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 and so uh, he goes to the dock and gives both of them a big hug because he missed. It's all about brothers and family. Like literally, these
Yeah.
boys loved each other more than they loved anything besides wrestling. It was all about them. They loved each other. Like it was them or whatever. And so they're there and they're talking. He said, "Hey, you finally made it." He said, "Yeah." And so Carrie asked the two brothers, "Hey, where's I think his name was Michael." So the mom, the she actually not have four boys. She had five boys, and the his name was Mike. I think he got electrocuted. He died, but he died. He's like maybe like two or three, maybe four. And so he asked, "Hey, where's my other brother at?" And then you see his two other brothers, because they're adults, move out the way, and right in the middle on the ground is the uh is the other brother. He gets on one knee. He says, "So you're my older brother," and he just like smiles at him, picks him up, and gives him the biggest hug possible, like the biggest hug possible. And I'm just like tearing up, that kind of deal, because pretty much
Hmm.
he's in, I guess, heaven,
Yeah.
and they're waiting for him at the dock, and that kind of deal. So that teared me up. Second portion that teared me up was toward the end of the movie when Kevin is finally, not really out the business of wrestling. His wife is, in the kitchen, the house, and they're playing with the dog, and his two sons are playing in the yard. Kevin sits on the ground and looks at both of them and just starts crying. I mean, just bawling, crying. And the oldest son asks him, "Daddy, why are you crying?" And the younger one said, "Hey, Daddy, why are you crying?" He's pretty much copied him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, "Hey," he's like, you know, pretty well. What did he say? He said, I used to be like you guys. Uh, I miss my brothers. He said, I used to be a brother at one point because the kids know that their uncles are gone, and so he pretty much missed playing with his brothers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's what he see. And his oldest son tells him, "Daddy, we'll be your brothers." And the youngest son
Mm.
says, "Yeah, Daddy, we'll be your brothers." And he just starts bawling more and hugs them. He's like, "Thanks, kid. Thank you, sons. Thank you,
Yeah,
kids." And they all have a big hug. And then all of a sudden, they get up and start playing football with each other and throwing the ball around like that was his actual brothers. And then the mom comes out and she's playing football with them. The dog comes out. Literally, it's just sad, but happy sad, but just like,
yeah.
oh my god, like when his sons told him, "We'll be your brothers, daddy." Like that right there was like that was heartstring. Like, oh,
Yeah,
like I was just even doing my review, I was tearing up. Like, oh my god, those two scenes just got me.
yeah.
Like, it was
I'm
it
waiting.
was so
I'm waiting for
so
that to come out
intense.
on digital because I think I'm more than likely I'll buy it when it comes out on digital because I really do want to see that movie.
Yeah, so good, so good.
Tough, dude. Tough.
Yes.
Um. So, get it to
Let,
the
let
bad. We'll get it to the bad. Let's get it to the bad. We'll knock it
let's go
out.
get into it. Let's go and get
Let's go
into
ahead
it.
and get into it. Let's get into it. Uh, this next category is the biggest letdown award, and I might have one in there that Kung Fu may not agree with. Uh, but it is what it is. It's what it's what we want, what we like, and that's we
Right.
respect that, right? So um, I think I didn't have it in here, but you wanted to add it in there. So uh,
Go ahead and
number
say it.
one was Ant-Man 3,
Mhm.
uh, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Number two was the Haunted Mansion. Number three is TMNT Mutant Mayhem. Now that was the one that we may not agree on, but hear me out. uh, the Killer on Netflix. Do not know what the hype was on that movie. I talked about it, on a previous show. Just
Mhm.
just ugh. Did not get the hype on that. Um, I kind of feel bad that this is on here because I watched it again and I think I liked it better the second time, but I'm gonna stick with
Okay.
it. The Creator.
Okay.
I was really kind of hyped for that movie, and then it was kind of a little bit of a letdown. But to each their own. Insidious, The Red Door. Oh man. Oof. Number 7, Exorcist Believer. Oof. Oof. Number 7, or excuse me, number 8. Killers of the Flower Moon. Ugh. 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 And number 9, The Flash. Ugh. 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 Uh, I'll go ahead and start.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll go with this one. And my biggest letdown, the Toxic Award goes to The Exorcist Believer. Listen up, people. If you ever want to watch dog shit on film, that's the movie.
Oh,
That's the movie you got to see. Now, it wasn't scary. The movie made no sense. They had Linda Blair's mama on that movie, and you could have completely written her character out and still have the same dog shit. Like, who did they test screen this with? And the reviews were like, "Hey, this is a one. Like,
this is a winner.
this is a winner right here." Because I guarantee you, those test screeners are like, "Yo, this something wrong with this movie." and not scary wise. I'm like, there's something wrong with this movie because there's a whole lot of wrong with this movie. Like, it's not even the same demon from the original because like this is
Yeah.
supposed to be like a direct sequel to the original, right? And it basically cuts out The Exorcist 2 and The Exorcist 3, which The Exorcist 3 is probably on par with The Exorcist 1. If you've never seen The Exorcist 3, it's pretty fucking good, and it probably has one of the best jump scares of all time in that movie. Dude, look. I that's all I'm gonna say. It just didn't make any sense. There was no motivation. There was no explanation, no rhyme or reason to this movie, and the fact that well, as of this week, the rumor is no longer because the director has stepped away because there were supposed to be 2 more sequels. There was supposed to be a
hell no.
trilogy
Oh
because it
boy.
was supposed to be Exorcist Believer. The
Mhm.
next one is the title was The Exorcist Deceiver, and they hadn't released the title for the third one yet. But the director, and here's the thing, I was super hyped for this movie because the director for this movie was the guy that directed the first 2 Halloween movies, the new ones,
Okay.
Halloween, and then Halloween Kills,
Yeah.
which were the best 2 because Halloween Ends was again dog
Ooh.
shit,
Yes, it
fucking
was.
dog shit. So I was super hyped, dude. I was like, okay, cool. I like where this guy goes. I like the fact that he knows how to do horror. I like the fact. And then I was really hyped at the fact that, okay, now there's 2 girls. Like, what's the significance behind this? They're obviously, completely different, people. I mean, they're friends, but different, ethnicities or cultures or whatever you want to say.
Mhm.
But, dude, okay, look. I'm just going to put it to you like this, dude. There's a scene in the movie, and it's in the trailer, right? Where the mother from the original movie, Linda Blair's mom, right?
Mhm.
Reagan's mom, she decides to help the families, and she goes to the hospital where they're evaluating the little girls, and they're already possessed. And she walks up to the glass, and one of the little girls is like, "Hello, mother," or whatever, right? And then Linda Blair goes, "We've met before." And you're like, oh shit, dude, it's fucking Pazuzu, right? Like the original demon from the movie.
Mhm.
Wrong. At the end, it's a completely different demon. Like, just completely different. A completely different name. And so now you're wondering, how the fuck did this bitch meet this motherfucker? Like, where did she, like, was there a secret part 2 that we have no idea that exists because you didn't even hint at it in this movie? Like, who missed that? I was like, how did that even, I swear to God, like, Reagan's mama must have got a whole hunk of that fucking budget to be able to do this movie because
Yeah.
she contributed absolutely nothing, and that's not her fault as an actress.
Mhm.
It's not her fault. It's just the story, and again, we go back to the writing. Like, it is what it is. But dude, and then okay, so then they don't even get it. Okay, I take it back. So at the end when they do the exorcism, right? They bring in a fucking Bible Belt revival lady, like like one of those like holy rollers, talking in tongues and shit.
Yeah.
She's there. Then they have a black lady that does like like brujeria or like voodoo or hoodoo, that kind. And then they
Mhm.
bring in somebody else that like I don't know what kind of fucking shit he did. Like they didn't even have a priest. Like the church was like, nah, they're not possessed. We're out. And then the priest was like, no, I know they're possessed, but the church says I can't do anything, right? And so they start doing the exorcism. These 3 people are completely out of their element and they're getting their fucking asses whooped by this demon. And then all of a sudden, boom, like a fucking superhero movie, the priest kicks open the door, comes in with the cross and the fucking garbs on and everything. I'm here to save the day with the power of Christ. And the fucking demon snaps his neck. I was like, well, that's fucking anticlimactic. What the fuck? And then the movie just ends like bad. Like it's like there's no like, you know, Jesus prevailed or God prevailed or anything like that. Like one of the little girls gets killed, and then that's how the demon leaves. And it's just like,
Really?
yeah, bro. And you know what's
Which one
fucked up?
dies?
The little black girl, bro.
Of course, the black girl.
You know what's fucked up is so the demon says, "Look, one of you." No. I take it back. It wasn't the black girl. It was a white girl. I
Okay.
misspoke. The demon tells the families, "I'll leave, but you have to nominate which one lives and which one, and the other one will die." So the white dad
Mhm.
is like distraught and is in the whole another room and is like giving up, right? He's just like, my god, he's all fucking lying on the floor and shit, right, crying, and then like, so now like the white wife and the black guy, they're like looking at each other like, there's got to be another way. There's got to be another way. This can't be. And dad in the other room, you don't even fucking see him. All you do is you just hear him. He yells out the little black girl's name, and both the little girls just like do like an ugly ass smile, and of course it's a trick. So the white girl's head goes, and the black girl lives, and then, daddy, yeah, and she's like back to normal.
Wow.
I was like, that's it. And there was no,
Wow.
and the cliffhanger. You know what the cliffhanger was at the end?
What?
Was Linda Blair's mama is laid up in the hospital because that bitch, the demon, like took out her eye, and it's Linda Blair. She walks in at the end because they're like estranged
Mm-hmm.
because the mom wrote a book about her possession, and I guess that
Yeah.
just didn't vibe with her or whatever. And then she walks in at the very end, and really all you see is her back. You don't even see her face. So it could be her, it couldn't be, or it could not be her. But it's supposed to be Reagan, and then it just ends. You're just like, well, that was fucking lame. Dude, I'll
Was,
tell you, bro. It was a huge letdown. It was a huge letdown.
I
All
sound
right.
like it.
Yeah.
Which you should know mine. Goddamn Ant-Man 3, that bullshit. That was a fucking letdown if I was seeing one. That shit was horrible. Yes, that's my winner, people. That bitch is toxic. A toxic winner was Ant-Man 3. Oh my god, that movie there was just oh
Oh, it
god.
wasn't that bad, dude. Come on now.
That shit was boring from the very start. Then you got Kane get defeated by ants. Then you have Mordok and his
Just don't be a dick.
well, it's not than that. His goddamn his oh my god, what's
Character development.
no, his minion. He has a minion ass. All you saw, you can tell that's Mordok or a minion like that, and then just the whole thing, just and like just they go into this world, and it's like what, like
Yeah.
really, like is this Guardians or are we watching Ant-Man 3? Like what are we doing, people? And
Yeah.
that kind of deal, and then of course Bill Murray's character hitting on Jennifer Van Dyke the entire time. It was kind of like whatever, like when so pretty much she had two men. She had a husband, and she found a man inside the damn quantum realm, and just the whole damn thing. Just it was, oh my lord, that shit was a biggest
Yeah.
letdown. But I
It,
was expecting that. Okay, this gonna kill it. No, it should be better because you got Jonathan Majors. It should be better than part two. Like
mhm.
yeah, like okay, this is gonna set things off. Then you watch it, you're like, what's going on right now, people? Like what is happening right now? And then
I didn't think it was
oh
that
boy,
bad.
oh boy.
It was
So
bad.
that was
It was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
uh that was hey, it's just trash. It was in a whisper voice, trash, not trash, but trash, trash. So yes, I whisper the word trash, people. It was that. It was that. It was that.
Oh
So
man.
let's keep it moving.
All right, people. Look, we got 2 categories left, and then we're gonna close it out. So let's kick it off with the good stuff. Like the last 2 categories, it's the good stuff. It's the good stuff. Here we go. The next category goes to the best TV show award. Now, we talked about this. It seems like TV is becoming a lot better than film in terms of quality. Um, so yeah, so we're gonna kick it off here. So uh, the nominees were Invincible season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Even though technically I don't think season 2 is done yet. It's like a little bit of a break before the rest of the episodes come. There's only 4 episodes, which I was completely let down by. Gen V, The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, have you seen Blue Eye Samurai yet on
No,
Netflix?
no.
Dude, for an American anime, like it's not even a Japanese anime, like it's an American anime. It's
Uh-huh.
fire, bro, and the story is really good. Like the story, like
Okay.
it's a bingeable show, dude. It's really good. It's really really good. Uh, Fall of the House of Usher, which is another phenomenal show, and then last but not least, Loki season 2, and we both had the same winner. So on the count
I
of
I
three.
so I changed mine.
Oh man, here we go. Okay, well
Yeah,
my
I'm changing
toxicity
mine.
goes to The Last of Us. Okay, go ahead, Kung Fu.
I was thinking. I was thinking instead of I was drinking. I was drinking. I was thinking. I was
Let's hear
thinking.
it. Let's hear it.
Loki season 2. And
Yeah, and
here's the reason.
that's a tough
Here's
one,
the
dude,
reason.
because it was
Here's the
because
reason
they
why.
were both really good. They were both really good. Yeah,
Yes.
go for it. Go. Go.
Here's the reason why. I I never played the game for Last of Us,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm not in that lore. I
Yeah.
wasn't. So that's the reason why I changed it. And the reason why I think Loki is because, of course, I've been in the lore of Loki for the last 10 plus years since Marvel MCU started.
Right. Right.
So
Right.
we've seen his character arc from the very beginning, and for his introduction in the Thor movie, and 10 years of that, uh, and so on, all these movies and such. So I was invested with that.
Yeah.
For Last
Yeah.
of Us, I was never invested because I never played the games, and I know about them, but I just never, got into it. My daughter, oldest daughter, she played all the games, all the DLP packs, and so on. So, and of course, with Loki and the way it continued and the way everything's broke down, and like I said, he probably has the greatest character arc in all the MCU ever.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Just from going from this egotistical asshole to this righteous person, just wants to do right by his friends, wants to do right by everyone involved. And so just the way it just transpired and everything, just everything that he went through and how he changed and how he just saw the good in people.
Yeah.
And he's able to just kind of, and we talked about it before. So that's why I chose Loki too, because I love the season. I thought it was great. I love each episodes, the McDonald's episode. I loved it. Just watching Kane or Victor Timely and everything.
Yeah.
Him just kind of rewinding, going
I
back
I will
and everything. So right,
suppose that.
oh, so
Dude,
good.
I agree with you,
Just,
man,
just,
because
okay, just
it
so
was really
good.
good. It was really good. I mean, just it. I think what if I were to in this moment, I think I probably would have given it a tie between The Last of Us and Loki season 2, but I still stick with my decision with The Last
Of
of
course,
Us.
of course.
But I agree because I think what made Loki, along with The Last of Us season 2, so special was not so much the main characters, but the supporting characters.
Hmm.
You know, with Loki, you had to me like Ob killed it.
Of
Uh,
course.
yeah, his character, killed it. Homegirl, um, the black chick that was at the TVA,
V15.
yeah, V15 killed it. Jonathan Majors killed it. Sylvie, well, I don't know if she killed it. I don't think she killed it as much as she did in season one, but again, still an integral part. And the scene, the episodes that she was in was fantastic. And then obviously Tom Hiddleston just kills it as Loki. Like he is Loki. It's like it's going to be very hard to get your mindset of seeing anybody else play that character other than him.
Yes.
It's like we're going to get the X-Men soon, and it's going to be super hard to see somebody playing Wolverine other than Hugh Jackman. It's going to eventually be extremely hard to see anybody play Deadpool other than Ryan Reynolds.
True.
It's going to be extremely hard to see somebody else play Professor Charles Xavier and Magneto, you know, because we had Sir Patrick Stewart, Sir Ian McKellen, James McAvoy, and oh my god, I can't think of it. I had him. I was gonna. They were rolling off the tongue, but then I get tongue tied.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender, excuse me,
Yeah.
to play Magneto, and both of those, each of those actors killed it in those roles, and it's going to be extremely hard to see them in those. So I agree with you there, and I yeah, it's Loki season two. The final episode of season two was just chef's kiss, dude, and I'm for and Owen Wilson too. Like normally, like you kind of write off Owen Wilson as an actor, like he's always the funny guy, and he's kind of you don't really take him as serious. But dude, that last scene where he's there looking at himself and the kids, and he's just like, I'm just gonna stay here a while. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, dude. Yeah, dude, it was good, dude. And then you have the same thing for The Last of Us. Like obviously, Pedro as Joel and Homegirl as God, I can't think of her name, Ellie, um, killed it. But then you had episode three. Then you had episode five with the black dude and the little deaf boy, and then you
Mhm.
had the second to the last episode with the fucking nasty ass cult leader. Like it was just like, oh, dude, like that show was so good because of the supporting characters,
Yeah.
and oh man, it's tough, dude. But yeah, I think we both made the right choices. I just fuck everybody else.
Right. Welcome.
Just kidding. All right, and last but not least, but we're gonna copy the other award shows. Uh, it's the best movie award. And the nominees for the Toxic Award for Best Movie is, or are, excuse me, John Wick Chapter 4,
Mhm.
Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Asteroid City. I'm not sure if you've seen that one yet, but it's
Yeah.
uh
I haven't seen it, but
it's my boy. I like anything that he does, and it's just a
yeah.
really good movie. I had to throw this one on there, dude. I just had to because I enjoyed it so much. Renfield,
Okay.
Blue Beetle, and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And yeah, make sure I didn't miss any nominees. And unless it's changed, but I think we both have the same winner.
And the winner of the Toxic Best Movie Award goes
Ghost.
to Spider-Man.
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 Yeah, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I mean, dude, that last 10 minutes, the whole like universe where the spider came from, like seeing Miles be the Prowler, like, dude.
So you see, did you hear the rumor? Did you see that this came out a couple months ago? The storyboard for the spot, he now becomes he something else. He changes his name uh, because he's now going to every universe and taking all this power, or whatever. And he's now become like, is it the Voyage, or he changed his name? Just
Yeah,
something.
no, I haven't seen. I hadn't seen any. I haven't
Yes.
seen anything on that because I really want to try to go into whenever it comes out because apparently it was supposed to come out this year and it got pushed back again.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, but I really want to go into it blind to see the last part and see what we're gonna get out of this. But yeah, no, I hadn't seen that rumor yet, man. That was
Yeah. Yeah. There was a storyboard
I did see this.
about that.
I take it back. I did see the storyboard where yeah, he looks like more like where he's like mostly like all black with like a
He's
shiny
yeah. He's
silhouette around his body. So like
yeah, because he took the power. He went to every universe and
yeah, he
took
gets all
the
the dark
power,
matter power, right?
the
Yeah,
dark
something like
matter.
that.
Yes, and he becomes the I won't say it's a voice, but it's something else that he calls
I think
himself.
it's the verge or something like that.
Yeah, it's
Something like
somebody.
that. I know
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
the void because that's from the
yeah, yeah,
century.
yeah, yeah. It's not the void. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So he
yeah.
changed his name and went a real school. Just one of the worst characters ever. Became one of like the most like God damn like this motherfucker actually scary. How we gonna stop this guy? Like literally
Yeah, dude, I
a,
mean,
a really good foe for a
yeah,
mile.
it they took a C D C minus D plus, Spider-Man villain and really kind of like they umphed him for sure, right? Because he's not that powerful in the comic books, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I totally agree. And then obviously the whole Spider Verse is trying to get Miles, and Miles is trying to stop the Spot. It's like these multiple like things that he's trying to do and balance out. Um, yeah, dude, it's just so that movie was just so good, dude. Like that
I,
whole
I
scene
still I
where they
still listen
chase him
to
down, like
I still listen to the soundtrack. Soundtrack's still on rotation.
yeah, soundtrack's pretty good. Yeah, I don't know if I like it as much as the first soundtrack, but it's pretty good.
Oh yeah, so I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
So yes, sir.
Whew. Well, there you go, folks. That's the 2023 Toxic Awards from your boys Jay Rue and Kung Fu here at the Radioactive Pop Culture Podcast. What did you guys think? Did you guys think that we hit the mark? Did we talk out of our ass? Were we right? Were we wrong? What are your thoughts? Please
Yeah,
give us
let us
some
know.
comments. Let us know. Let us know if there are any other categories that you want us to include for 2024. Do you like the Toxic Awards? Do you think that name for the
The
awards,
toxicity, the
the
toxicity,
Toxicity Awards? Do you think that
toxicity boards.
that's a good title for our award show that we're going to have annually? And now that things have kind of settled down, we don't have, thankfully, this month. Can't say about in February because Februarys are pretty brutal for us here in Texas.
Yeah,
But the weather's calmed down. We're starting to get back to normal a little bit. Both of us have settled down as far as our dreaded day jobs. And it's going to be kind of hectic for me, but we're going to still try to continue to give you guys a show, twice a month, if anything. Keep the content rolling. I mean, we definitely got some content to talk about because the rumors and the Marvel shakeups and things going on with the Thunderbolts. Whoo!
yeah.
I hate to say it, man. I think this might be DC's time to really kind of shine and maybe take some of the spotlight away from Marvel, and it might be a good thing. It might be a good thing. It might be time for Marvel to kind of go back to the drawing board to see how they can fix this and move forward with, Fantastic Four and the X-Men. And now that Jonathan Majors is out, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But
Yes, it
yeah.
is.
All right, what you got going on the rest of this month, Kung Fu? What you got going on?
Shit, just besides work and work and work. That's really it. And got a couple of videos I need to get posted. Of course, I've been posting a couple of some YouTube shorts lately, especially because of football season. We're now in the
Yep.
playoffs, so I got a video coming out probably tomorrow, discussing some more playoffs, my picks going to the Super Bowl. So hopefully, my picks
Bro,
are
Dallas,
correct.
bro. Dallas.
That was.
But you know what, dude? I didn't.
Not
I wasn't.
surprised.
I'm not surprised. Exactly. Not
Not
surprised.
surprised.
And honestly, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't really think Mike McCarthy's the problem.
Actually, it's been official. He will be here. He will be coach of the Cowboys for another year. Jerry Jones
See,
already announced it. Already
I
said
don't
it.
think he's the problem. It's fucking Dak, dude. You cannot be, and I normally don't agree with Stephen A. Smith.
Mm-hmm.
He's not my favorite when it comes to sports analytics, and I'm not the biggest sports analytic guy. I'm just not. I like sports, but I'm not like live
Yeah.
and breathe sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I agree with Stephen A. Smith. You cannot be statistically a stellar quarterback all season long and be a shit show at the fucking playoffs. You just can't, man. Like you cannot sit there and do that, dude. I don't get it, dude. I'd rather you be shit all season long and barely win and then fucking come up with some fucking miracles in the playoffs
Of
than
course.
be, you know, I don't know, man. I can't even say that I'm disappointed because I was preparing myself for it. So I really don't feel that bad. You know,
I don't.
there's always next season, but dude,
Hey,
that's
I know one
Dak
thing.
needs to go, bro.
I'm getting I'm getting closer to the NFL fan transfer portal.
Don't
I've
do it, man. Keep the faith, bro. Keep the faith.
you know you could be loyal. You can only be as loyal for so long. You know,
Uh,
sometimes you just gotta do it.
dude,
You know,
and
into that transfer portal, and you know something. I'm gonna take my fan talents and my fan noise to another team. If the
mm,
Cowboys, you know,
dude, and then also at
put
the
it out
same
there.
time, did you watch the Cowboys game?
Oh, bro, did I?
Did
Oh,
you?
that was
Okay, so that's probably a dumb question. Did you watch the halftime when uh
Jimmy
Jer-
Jump, bro. That man damn near had a heart attack on national TV. Like
dude,
he
but
almost
was
had a heart
he?
attack.
But did he not say the right fucking shit?
Yeah, he did. But he
And
almost had
then,
a heart. His
dude,
that little veins are popping out. He started getting red. Like, bro, like Jimmy, I need you to calm down, Jimmy. Like, you gonna pop a vessel in the head, or you gonna have a heart attack on national TV,
dude.
bro. I need you to stop.
But not only that. Like, I know I talk shit about Dak not showing up, but the defense didn't show up either, bro. How can you
That
be
defense is
the best defense in the NFL on
yeah,
paper, statistics wise, and then not show up, bro? Like
yeah.
the defense had to. Like, I'm sorry, but if the offense isn't showing up, the defense has got to put the team on their back and carry it because
Once again, trash, trash. That was our defense was trash,
yeah.
big
It was
time.
bad, dude. It was bad,
Yeah,
dude. I
yeah.
honestly thought, like, I hate to say it, dude. I thought this might have been the year, at least just to get there. But
Yeah, it is what it is.
it is what it is, bro. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Let's
yeah.
let's on a high note.
Oh man. Well, listen, we appreciate you, pop culture fan, for sticking with us. Like I said, you know, we haven't been putting out the content like we said we would. You know, we're real, dude. We don't do this for a living. We got dreaded day jobs like most people, and we got stuff that we got to take care of, you know, personally. But we do like to do this show for you guys. It's our little thing to have fun and talk about the things that we like. So we hope you enjoy it. Please like, subscribe, comment, do all those things. Follow us, listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor as well. So you know we're on everything. Wherever you want to listen to, we're there. If there's anything that we're missing, you know, let us know. If you want to listen to us on Google or the Android Play or whatever it's called, I'm an Apple guy. I don't know that world. But with the Android, whatever you want us on there, let us know. We can get the feed on there too.
For
So
sure.
you know we're here for you guys. And again, if there's anything you want us to talk about, definitely leave us a comment. We you know, definitely take those to heart. So thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Jay Rue, the comic guru. And as always with me,
It's Kung Fu.
that's right. And we out, man. Peace.
Man.
Man.